And I think something that as a Hromada we have to get over is maybe Ukraine fatigue. I genuinely believe that Ukraine now has turned a new page. And I really think that this is the moment when Ukraine is really turning onto the right path. I don't think we should be naive about it. It's not, it's far from perfect. Yvan talked about the reforms. And, of course those reforms are incomplete. Of course there is still corruption in Ukraine. And of course there is increasingly popular dissatisfaction with the government because the structural economic reforms are very painful. But I really believe this is the best government Ukraine has had in its entire history. And I think Ukrainian civil society today is more united than it has been in its history. So I think all of us should be thinking of where can we connect. And I'll give 3 quick ideas. The first comes from Petro Poroshenko. And I talked to him just before the presidential election. And he said to me, Chrystia, how many Ukrainian Canadian judges are there in Canada? I had no idea. He said, well, do you know how many Ukrainian Canadian judges there are in Canada who speak Ukrainian? I also said I had no idea. He said, well, I have this idea. The way we would get rid of corruption is have our whole Supreme Court be staffed by Ukrainian Canadian judges. And I thought he was joking. But look, he has Natalka Yuresko as his Minister of Finance. He has a Lithuanian as his Minister of the Economy and Georgian as his Minister of Health. And he has Saakashvili as the Governor of Odessa and Maria Gaidar as the Deputy Governor. So he understands that that's a great way to break the chain of corruption. And I think we, Ukrainian Canadians should be aggressively putting forward people who can do those jobs.